You don't have to watch too much of cable news or read too much of a newspaper to see what's happening in Europe with the massive inflow of refugees, asylum seekers, and the incorporation of people who are not abiding by the laws and overwhelming the system. And so as open arms welcome Germany was under its Chancellor's proclamation that bring them here, we'll take care of them. Even that now is under question in terms of their Germany's capability of doing that. And other countries, Denmark, Hungary, a number of other countries are basically saying, we can't handle all this. It's just overwhelming us. And the social consequences and the financial consequences of all this is a great political threat as well as a financial threat to Europe. And we've seen that. And no one really is talking about a possible alternative that could deal with this problem. Several months ago, I came to the Senate floor and basically said, I think a better solution, and perhaps an even more financially feasible solution, is to provide for safe havens for these people, either within their country or simply across the borders of other countries. Now, Turkey and Jordan are taking millions of people as refugees, but they are overwhelmed. There is a precedent here in terms of providing safe havens. I was serving in the Senate at the time of the Balkans War, and the brutality there was equal to some of the brutality that's taking place in Syria. It was a desperate situation. But through the UN agencies for refugee relief and through the use of NATO to provide security, we created, as a coalition of nations, we created safe havens for people in the Balkans. And there were a few mistakes, but in the end, it worked very significantly. These people wanted to go back to their homes. They wanted to stay citizens of their country. They had hundreds of years of history through their family, the line of their family, in these countries. And they didn't want to try to take a different language and different skills to other countries any more than we would want to move our people out to another country if we were in that situation. And by creating these safe havens, by involving NATO to provide the security to keep these safe havens from being attacked or misused, by providing a coalition of financial support and humanitarian support through the United Nations and through the world's nations that said this is a better way to handle it, we succeeded in that. So the precedent is there, and I thought, why not use the same model here for Syria?